I'm Jeff Altman, the Big Game Hunter, the head coach for Job Search Coaching, HQ.com, and NoBSCoachingAdvice.com. And someone wrote to me with a question. By the way, this is Job Search Radio, done in video form. It'll appear in iTunes shortly. And the show today answers a question from someone. How can I put my references in my resume? Now, most people use this ridiculous thing that's really little more than a space filler. References are available upon request. It's a waste of time and space that could be better used and more effective in a different way. Here's what I want to suggest that you do. And this is where LinkedIn comes into play, particularly the recommendations. Now, we'll go into an alternate strategy, but here's the best one. There are people who know your work that I want you to ask for recommendations of. Like if you visit my page, which is linkedin.com/IN/the Big Game Hunter. Scroll down and you'll see recommendations. You'll also see an area that refers to endorsements. Matter of fact, I just want to be sure about that second category. So recommendations is the written out text version where people write, in effect, a testimonial for you and your work. It's a great thing to have on your profile because, frankly, it provides social proof for who you are and what you've done. I realize I've got two-factor authentication on my LinkedIn page on my desktop. I'm just going to go to my phone here for a second. Excuse the delay, but I want to give you the right second category. So the first one is recommendations, and the second area, it's not appearing on the mobile app, is I believe it's called endorsements. It's the check boxes for where your skills are. And whether the best area to use here is recommendations. And what you do is you reach out to people who can attest for your work as well as for your character and have them write a recommendation for you that's specific. We don't want them saying general things like, Jeff was a good American and a fine citizen. He will be a credit to any organization. No. Nonsense. That's a nonsense recommendation. No one will think anything of it other than that they'll notice maybe that you have 4 recommendations and they will read like that. So from there, what I want you to do is ask these people for recommendations. If they're not specific enough, send it back to them, asking them to rewrite it. And then from there, once you have recommendations on your resume, when they ask for references, I want you to include a number of references from people who have written these recommendations from you. 4 or 5 that are specific, that would help demonstrate your qualities and character for the next organization. In addition, in the checkbox area, which I'll call endorsements, because I don't remember what it's called, what I want you to do is, if you don't have a lot of them, I want a lot of recommendations. I want you to include, endorsed by 57 people for such and such. That relates to the job that's trying to be filled. We don't really care. Like when I did recruiting, and there were people who wrote endorsements for me, they checked off SDLC. Why, I have no idea. But lots of people clicked that one off. And from there, it became, okay, I would never consider myself expert in that. Matter of fact, I can spell SDLC, nothing more. So I would never include that as a reference to anyone. But in the core areas that are relevant for the job, you can say endorsed by 5 people, endorsed by 15 people, endorsed by 175 people for such and such skill. And they're all skills that relate to the job. You can include the URL to your LinkedIn page underneath your name as part of your addressing. So you might have name, city, state, zip code. Please include city, state, and zip code, because if we go back into our systems to locate you at a later date without zip code, we can't find you. That's the way what employers tell me to tell people. Zip code is a search field for most of them, so they can narrow down the search. Without that, other than this one application, you're dead to them. They'll never contact you again. So include city, state, zip code, mobile number, and then under that, include your LinkedIn profile URL. So this way, people have a way of reaching out to you and going, that's interesting. They were endorsed by 157 people for such and such. Wow. And that's the way social proof will work for you. So hope you found this helpful. And I'm Jeff Altman, the Big Game Hunter. If you're interested in my coaching you, reach out to me. Email me at jeffaltman@thebiggamehunter.us. Or if you just want to get a sense of the services that I offer, thebiggamehunter.us is available. There's lots of great information on my blog. Go exploring. Share it. By the way, if you like this video, you're watching it on YouTube, give me a thumbs up and subscribe. If you're watching on Facebook, because I'm doing this as a Facebook Live, I hope you visit the page. There's a lot more there. The page is No BS Coaching Advice. Give me 5 stars. I'd really appreciate it. Hope you have a great day. Take care.